Hey everyone, it's Ryan here with my predictions for WWE Royal Rumble 2022. Um, so, it takes place in pretty much just over 21 hours, I'd say. It's currently 23 in the morning. But it takes place on a Saturday rather than Sunday. So basically it's one of those things where I'm going to finish work at midnight, get back as soon as possible and watch it. So that's why I'm doing the video now. I know I technically had all of Friday to do it, but I was relaxing and eating. So there are 6 matches. I haven't caught up with SmackDown. All I know is that Sasha Banks is back on SmackDown. I haven't seen anything else. I don't know if they've made any last adjustments. But basically I'm sticking with my predictions I've gone for. So me and my wrestling friends, a few of us are hopefully going to be watching it together over Zoom, because obviously we live in different parts of the UK and America. Also, I'm basically the predictions master for this one. So basically, I've taken everyone's predictions, and basically I've given because it's the Rumble, I've added bonus stipulations, which I'll get to when it comes to the Rumbles. So like I said, there are 6 matches, no pre-show match announced. If there is, then I'm not going to include it because, like I said, as of this video, there hasn't been one announced or anything like that. In no particular order, I'm just going upwards because the first two are the Rumbles. So, first, Roman Reigns defends his Universal Championship against Seth Rollins. The Usos are barred from ringside after Seth and Kevin Owens had a match against the Usos. It was basically, if Seth and Kevin won, then the Usos are barred from ringside. But if the Usos won, then Seth Rollins loses his title opportunity. Roman causes disqualification. Therefore, that's why the Usos aren't there. I've gone for Roman Reigns to retain. They've been bringing up for the past couple of weeks the fact that Seth Rollins, every time him and Roman have fought each other, that Seth has won. So I feel like this will end it. Like Roman's pretty much said, it's like, yeah, that was a different time. I was a different Roman, you were a different Seth. I'm essentially, his quotes, I'm in God mode now. And to be fair, he is, considering he's had the belt for about 510 days now. I was originally thinking, the reason I've gone for this, I'll go into the other match later on, which I've sort of been doubting, but this one I feel like the second most confident on. But I've got Roman Reigns to retain. I feel like he's going to keep it till Mania, maybe even the next Mania. Following match, Edge and Beth Phoenix versus The Miz and Maryse in a mixed tag team match. So I think Edge came back at one point, then Miz also came back trying to upstage Edge, and then they've just been going back and forth. Maryse also came back, and basically Miz has still been using Maryse as a shield. She's not been happy with it. They've been coincided together. Then in a match between Edge and Miz at day 1, Beth Phoenix, I say made her return. She was commentating on NXT for a very long time. I think she stopped a month or two beforehand. So then she shows up with a completely new look. To be honest, I am digging this look that she's gone for right now. And yeah, so it's Beth Phoenix and Edge versus Miz and Maryse. I've gone for Edge and Beth to win. I feel like this is going to be sort of like when it was Miz and Morrison versus Priest and Bad Bunny. It's a very cliche wrestling match. It's very old school house show type wrestling that I think is going to go on. Edge and Beth Phoenix is going to get the upper hand, probably move on to someone else, or it could just be Edge and someone else, I don't know. Next, Becky Lynch defends the Raw Women's Championship against Doudrop. Doudrop, formerly Piper Niven, now Doudrop because Eva Marie named her that, and she basically stuck with the name. Doudrop turned heel essentially a few months ago, and since then she's actually been quite dominant. Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, and Doudrop had a triple threat in a Morgan Tennis match, which Doudrop won. Becky Lynch basically she sort of assisted, she took Bianca Belair out of the picture. I think I would have been annoyed if Liv won, because Liv has already had 2 or 3 title opportunities in a row and lost each time. So yeah, Doudrop will be interesting because we've never seen Doudrop versus Becky Lynch before. I've got Becky Lynch to retain though. It would be nice for Doudrop to get, but again, I feel like Becky Lynch is going to keep the belt until Mania, and it will play into my Rumble winner. Then next, Brock Lesnar defends the WWE Championship against Bobby Lashley. They've been sort of trying to treat this like a big fight feel because they've both got MMA backgrounds essentially. Bobby doing this whole "I've wanted to face you for so many years, but you keep avoiding me," and it's like Brock was like, "Well, I didn't know who you were until like day one." So like Brock's actually been pretty funny in this build-up. The Hurt Business has been trying to get involved all the time, and Bobby's made it very clear it's like he wants nothing to do with them. He's beat them up multiple times. I've gone. This one is the one I was debating on the most. I've gone Brock Lesnar to retain. A little bit of me, story-wise, would say Bobby Lashley would win because of something to do with the Men's Rumble. But again, this is one where it's hard to tell. I'll go on to that one next because then it'll make it a bit easier. Men's Royal Rumble match. I've got Biggie to win. The reason for this is I feel like regardless, like on the Raw side, that's who they're building up. It'll be either Biggie versus Brock to go one-on-one, or Biggie versus Bobby Lashley, which is why I was sort of debating which ones they'll go for. Because essentially, Biggie won his title by cashing in on Bobby Lashley. So it sort of makes sense for Bobby Lashley. Well, again, sort of Biggie can... Well, no, because then it sort of work the other way with Bobby Lashley and his friends. But either way, you can have a proper rematch between the two. I think they did have one at the following pay-per-view after Biggie cashed in. But, it's a bit different since then. But we've gone Biggie and Brock because we've never seen it before, one-on-one. This was the one where I was thinking if Brock didn't win, if Bobby beat Brock, then Brock would enter the Rumble and then win that way and then go on to face Roman. Because apparently that's the rumour for WrestleMania is Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns again. Because they did want to do it a while back, but then Roman got COVID, so then that's why Brock Lesnar were then put in the WWE Championship match, which is why he's WWE Champion now, so they could sort of revert the way back to that. I have a feeling if Brock's not going to be in the Rumble, or not have the title, then he will probably do something at the Elimination Chamber, which I think is taking place in Saudi Arabia, I don't know. A little bit of me, if that happens, I would like to see 2 chamber matches, and similar to Edge, sort of, with the chamber matches, he loses one but then enters, forces his way in the other. That one would be interesting to see. Either way, I've got Big E to win. Bonus statistics, which the 4 that I've gone for, you've got the number 1 entrant, the number 2 entrant, the final 4, and then the most eliminations. Don't know what I was doing with my hand there, kind of went a bit off. I was originally thinking of doing the Iron Man as well, who lasts the longest, but to me that's always one of the first 3, so that's why I didn't really want to do it. So, for the men's one, number 1 entrant, I've got Madcap Moss, and number 2, I've got Finn Balor. Just 2, polar opposites, one bad guy, one good guy, one from each brand, essentially. Final 4, I've got Big E, Omos, Cesaro, and AJ Styles. The reason for this, I think that Omos and AJ have that history. Cesaro can do the whole trying to slam Omos thing like he does with Big Show. And other bigger guys. Omos will eliminate both of them, but then Big E will find a way to eliminate Omos. Then most eliminations I've got Omos. I haven't specifically gone for a number, but I'm going to say at least 8. That's what I'm going to go for. The number doesn't come into play for the bonus points. The way the bonus points work will be each correct prediction. So final 4, you'll get a point for each correct one. So if only 2 of them are in there, you'll get 2 of the 4 points. And finally, the Women's Rumble, I've got Liv Morgan to win. They can sort of build their way back up to Liv versus Becky again. This be a different way for her to get, and then it'll be 3rd time's the charm, big WrestleMania moment that Liv wins. I can't really think of anyone SmackDown side, like I said, apart from Sasha returning and the possible Bayley return. But Charlotte, the SmackDown Women's Champion, is in the Rumble. A little bit of me is dreading that Charlotte's going to win, but I feel like they are setting up Charlotte versus Lita, or just teasing it somewhere at least. That's why I felt like no one on SmackDown is really going to win, because you've got Shayna Baszler, who I don't think will win, Naomi, who I don't think will win. Like I said, Sasha's returned, she probably could. Bayley's rumoured to come back, Ronda Rousey's rumoured to come back, but I've stuck with Liv Morgan. And then also, The bonus statistics I've gone for, it will be Bianca Belair entrant number 1, Natalya entrant number 2. The final 4 will be Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Charlotte, and Lita. Most eliminations will be Charlotte because that's normally what she does. I'd say she'll probably get about 5. But yeah, so they are my predictions for the Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns, Edge and Beth Phoenix, Becky Lynch, Brock Lesnar, Biggie with Madcap Moss and Finn Balor being the first 2 entrants. Biggie, Omos, Cesaro, AJ Styles the final 4, and most eliminations Omos. And then Liv Morgan win the Rumble match with Bianca Belair and Natalya being the first 2 entrants. Liv, Belair, Charlotte, and Lita being the final 4, and then Charlotte most eliminations. Do let me know what your predictions for the Royal Rumble are. If you do watch it, I do hope you enjoy it. The Royal Rumble is my favourite pay-per-view of the year. I know the big thing is to go up to WrestleMania, but I actually look more forward to the Royal Rumble than I do WrestleMania. Mainly because WrestleMania is normally really long. You can sort of tell what the story's going with it. Plus with the Rumble, it's very unpredictable as to who's going to be. Like, you can't predict every entrant, like what order they're going to be in. And also, yeah, like I say, you can get like surprise entrants. You can get like even like a bad Rumble is still a good Rumble. Like, I always find them entertaining. Also, the big question going into it is Via finally coming, as in arriving, like going there, not, you know. So yeah, the big joke for a good 3 months now is Via is coming to Raw and he still hasn't arrived yet. It's very like Emelina vibes from a few years back where they kept promoting her for like 17 weeks and then she finally arrived and went, and I'm going away again, and she just came back as normal and it was like, cool, you wasted like 4 months for us. Anyway, like I said, that's my predictions for the Royal Rumble. Thank you for watching this, and I hope you enjoy the Rumble. I will have Rumble reactions on maybe Sunday afternoon. If not, it'll be after work on Sunday, where I can sort of collect my thoughts and do it that way. I'm not going to do one straight after the Rumble ends, because that'll probably be about 4 o'clock, and then I will need to go to bed because I have work on the Sunday. But again, thank you for watching this, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Right.